Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Grixis Tempo. So I want to go back and retry Grixis because do you remember before the ban announcements for Fable the Mirror Breaker and Invoke Despair and all those cards? Well, Grixis was top tier in the meta and it was wrecking the metagame, and then it's just gone. We don't really see it being played ever at all, and I really appreciate this one card from Grixis, and that is the Corpse Appraiser. It's such a good tempo card, and it's a 3-mana 3/3 that gets you not only a card advantage, but also a decided card. You get to pick one out of 3 and toss the other 2 into the graveyard, so it can help you filter your deck a little bit. Maybe you have graveyard synergy that can also help, but it can also exile one of your opponent's cards from the graveyard. So many different effects in one card. That's amazing. But in order for it to trigger, of course, we have to have a creature in a graveyard. So we need to have some sort of early game removal. And a lot of decks back in the olden days for Grixis, you used to run Bloodtide Harvester. And the idea is that the Bloodtide Harvester is a perfect counter on your turn 2 when your opponent plays a turn 3 Fabled Mirror Breaker, because at the very least you can kill their Fable token, right? That's not really the play anymore, and I find that Bloodtide Harvester a lot of times just kind of pales in comparison to some of the other cards people have in their deck, so that, you know, if we play down turn 2 and I'm going second, it gets overrun by aggro, and it doesn't do enough against control. So we actually cut that entirely from the deck, and we just put a few more kill spells in the deck, along with counter spells, and that's what I want to try out in this more tempo-heavy Grixis deck. So if you look at the early game, we got a lot of removal. We got 2 cut down, we got 3 go for the throw, and we also have 2/3 Parasitic Grasp. 3 damage to target human creature, and you gain 3 life. If that creature is not a human, we can pay 3 instead of 2 to cleave it and still do that same effect. So I think it's pretty good against mono red or mono white or even blue white soldiers, but against control, obviously, it's a dead card, but any kill spell is basically a dead card against control. Against control, we also have 4 Make Disappear and 1 Negate. Not great. The Make Disappear is really for early to mid-game counterspell, and the Negate is basically there to hit a big spell that we definitely need to counter. Some things like a Mind Splice Apparatus, something like a Breached Multiverse, right? We don't really want to sling our Negate against a very small spell like a Wedding Announcement or the Populate, so we really need to be able to hold this in our hand for a long time. Now, in the 3-drop, we have the new card that I really want to add in a lot of decks, Hero's Downfall. I forgot about this card for the longest time. It's not a great card, and if you ever played this card in a commander setting, people probably laugh at you because it's a terrible card. But in standard, we don't have that many Planeswalker removal, and targeted human removal or targeted creature removal that is not just human is also kind of warranted. So 3 mana, it's not too much, not too steep of a tax in some scenarios. And if it's really, you know, getting taxed by cards like Thalia, cards like the Peacekeeper, I think, we can always Parasitic Grasp those cards, right? So that's good. And we also have 3 mana Liliana, the 2 3-mana Liliana. I don't know, there's too many numbers to think of. But we also have 2 Liliana as a 3-drop that could help us kind of tempo out, take care of our opponent's hand, take care of our opponent's creature on board. Liliana is just great in a lot of control decks. And then we have 2 Brotherhoods. And if our opponent's going wide, we can wipe their board that way as well. We also have 4 Corpse Appraiser to do the exact tempo thing that we want to do. Then we go into the 4-drop, and we need to have 4 Memory Deluge to really get into our deck when we get to that mid to late game. So this is kind of the control card that could help us when we are running out of things to do. And then we have 4 Sheoldred to, of course, have the Sheoldred ability in play and win us the game that way. And then we have 2 Burn Down the House to, a lot of times, not really to deal 5 damage to the board, but rather to get those 3/1/1 Devils to really crank up the heat against our opponent, and so that they don't think we're just a control deck. We can tempo them out with these 3/1/1s that basically will deal 6 damage, and from that, we can try to win the game that way. And then we got 1 late game card in form of Blade Coil Serpent. This card is great because, well, you know, if we need card draw, we got card draw. If we need discard, we got discard. If we need damage, we got haste and haste and trample. So, you know, the whole deck kind of plays off this way, and I hope it works because people really haven't been creating Grixis for a long time, so maybe we'll be able to catch them off guard. And if we look at the land base, we got 1 Otawara, 1 Takenuma, just 1 Swamp because we need 1 basic. We have 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 3 Stormcarved Coast, 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 4 Haunted Ridge, and 4 Xander Lounge. 26 lands total, if you count them, 26 lands. And I'm running 3 Stormcarved Coast, not because I don't have 4, but rather I wanted to slot in a basic land in case we get, you know, Field of Ruin or basic check. So that is the Grixis deck I want to try out for today, and I want to see whether or not the tempo is still relevant. So let's go and play the standard rank Grixis Tempo. Alright, there is no mistake, only happy accidents that may lead you to try a new strategy. That's great and all, but can you not make Lord of the Rings historic only? Because then there's very little people who's going to play it. Admiral, what's that? Admiral Ace. Opponent goes first. Of course. We got 3 lands, a removal, and Liliana, so I think I'm going to keep this hand. Not the best hand to keep, but also not the worst hand to keep. So let's put our tap land out first. This is going to be enchantments, so a lot of things that we do are not going to be useful. Unfortunate. But at least we can counter their next spell. We can either counter their next spell or kill the Kami. Alright, what do we do here? Do we counter it or do we kill the Kami? I kind of don't want to do either, but I guess I will counter it. Make this appear. This looks dumb because I'm countering a dog. But the thing is, if I kill the Kami, right, and then the dog comes in, my Liliana will make him sacrifice the dog, and the Kami will come back. So yeah, that's not really that great. Now we can Liliana and make the sacrifice happen.
Something suspicious is going on. And for what? Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Nope, no personal space for you. Junkai Naturalist and probably an Ossification. Yep.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
That is fine. What I want to do is to hold up Liliana. Hold up, go for the throw with Liliana. That's 5 mana. Which means I will probably Memory Deluge this turn if you look at the best play. But that means I give him a free turn with Junkai Naturalist reduction. I don't want to do that. So instead, what I'm going to do is something probably unconventional, which is play very off curve and just throw Liliana on board to make him sacrifice his other creature.
Nobody knows Dominaria. Sacrifices must be made.
He gets to bring that back, which is not fun, but if he plays that, that's a lot of his mana gone. Generous Visitor, okay. And a Spirit Companion, so he doesn't play the Kami. We're drawing a lot of lands, which I don't like, but let's make a discard.
Don't overthink things.
Alright, discard is Kami. I don't know if that's smart, but I'm gonna end turn. Because I can Deluge on his turn, and no matter what you do, what I want to get is a cut down to cut down the Visitor. So depending on how he plays his spell or attacks, I may have to do it ahead of time, which is not what I want. I want him to... Okay, Audacity. So I'm going to have to do this first, or I can kill the Visitor. No, this is not the best play, or not the best thing that I want to do, but it's what I'm going to do because it gives me more spells. Sheoldred is definitely something I wanted, right? But I want Brotherhood's End to wipe the board, and I want Sheoldred to kind of stabilize for me. He's going to attack my Liliana. Michiko. That's fine. Yeah. So, against enchantments,
Whatever.
you really have to play them out of their
Foolish,
spells. And
after all.
see, this is exactly what I wanted, and I'm getting it 1 turn too late. Unfortunate, but basically that's how you play Arena, right? Everything comes 1 turn too late. So now we will Brotherhood's End their board. They get the Kami back, they get to draw a card. Very good for them. We don't really have much. And now we have go for the throw open and a cut down open. And then we can play Sheoldred. Hopefully that's good enough. Kami, okay. Weaver. So we're gonna have to cut down their Kami first. So that it doesn't grow. We're gonna also go for the throw the Weaver. We have a lot of lands open, and Sheoldred will force a removal, right? So let's do that. If we draw a land, I might Memory Deluge. Okay, that's not a land that I want to draw, so guess we'll do this. They have Michikos. Do they have another ossification? It will hurt. Catilda. That is not an ossification, so we can live with it for now. 4 damage attack. I don't know how he's gonna block. This is lifelink too, so I need to do it this turn. Let's see here. Hero's Downfall is good, and I guess Negate is also pretty good. Nothing else we really can get. Make Disappear is kind of pointless right now. And if we cannot... Can we use this to block? We might have to use this to block. So we'll play a land. Poor Sheoldred, just standing here blocking. Spirit of Companion, good top deck. Make the Catilda bigger. Generous Visitor. Even bigger. That's 6 mana, or 6 damage. And we're at 4. We get a Cycle Land, which is, you know, it's not great, but also it's livable. But we need to have 5 mana to do these 2 cards. So Cycle Land basically will give us nothing, since we cannot use it to draw. That means, or we cannot use a spell that we draw. So does that mean that we just end our turn and see what happens next turn? We're at 6. We're technically at 8 when we draw that card. And can we survive 8 damage attack? Well, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's exactly 8, and we have 1 blocker. The Kami is really annoying us because I'm not getting... Uh-oh. Well, I gotta do this. Like I said, the Kami is really annoying us. It keeps coming back because I'm not getting the Corpse Appraiser. If I had that, this would have been a different game. Destroy. And then we're going past the blockers. We will block the Michikos. That way we will take 6. Oh, we still die, huh? Oh wait, no, it's fine. 1 block. And then we cycle. Yeah, I was at 8 life. Now we're down to 4. Another Catilda. We top deck a land. So, is Catilda a creature? Catilda is a creature, so let's hope this gives us a card that we need. Not likely, but you never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Memory Deluge. What can I get from Memory Deluge? A cut down. A cut down will make this a 4/4. No flying. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah, that's a 4/4. A cut down won't get us anywhere, but this will if I drew it. All right, that's a concede for us. Because that's a 5 damage flyer. Can't talk today. We were close. We were really close, but it's unfortunate. That happens a lot of times, especially when you play Grixis, because against enchantments, we got nothing. There's no Invoke Despair, so we cannot stop an enchantment deck from just overrunning us. We really have to tempo them out and run them out of spells. And we saw what our opponent had, and the only thing we could have done is we draw the Corpse Appraiser earlier and stop all those Kami nonsense. Now we're playing against Draxila. Same icon or avatar, whatever you call it. We go first. No removal for the Corpse Appraiser, but we gotta make this appear. Let's hope that make this appear works. So I guess we play the lounge first. Since we have no plays on turn 1. They mulligan? Do they mulligan again? Okay, no. We'll say hi. We'll drop a land. Alright, we got one removal, maybe, but we also got a counterspell. This looks like it's Bant control, which could be an Atraxa. No, it is an Atraxa deck. So, 3 mana Atraxa deck. Do they have need red and black, right? They have red and black here. So they do have the... they do, that's annoying. What was I saying? They do have the Leyline live, and that's really bad for us because if Leyline is live, Liliana's just going to come in and get removed. Buy another enchantment. We're just playing against decks that just focuses on enchantment today. Alright, Sunfall against our Liliana deck, which is kind of weird. They did not Leyline us. That's also suspicious. If they played a Stomper here, that's actually good for us. Not that I want him to ramp, but gives us a card. And that is necessary because our board is more tempo heavy. Alright, well, you sacrifice a creature. Once again, I'm going to play a little unconventional by not playing the Corpse Appraiser, even though there is a creature there. I'm going to hold up Memory Deluge, and if he tried to invade me, I can make this appear. That's the idea anyways. Please don't invade me, bro. Alright, he didn't invade me. So I'm going to Memory Deluge. If you guys wondering Emperor, we can do a little something about that later. So Sheoldred is pretty good. Otawara's. Is Otawara good against that deck? I mean, it could be an instant speed discard if they try to take our Liliana. That's the only thing. Parasitic Grasp basically is nothing. So let's do that. Now we draw a land, so I want to play it. And I want to play the Corpse Appraiser. It still holds up the Make This Appear, and it lets me choose a card. Alright, that helps. I don't want any of these cards, so I'm going to choose a Shipwreck Marsh, pitch the other two, and then Liliana's going to pitch the last one. If I need lands, I have lands.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
They did not want to use Ossification on Liliana. That's really awkward. So they want to make a Mirrex token? Okay. Maybe they want to kill us through Mirrex? I don't agree with that, but... A studious player can see that something fishy is going on. He's waiting till it has more mana. I'm gonna make him discard it. Do I discard my Sheoldred though? He might have a Sunfall or something, right? He discarded his first Sunfall, so Sheoldred might just die to another Sunfall. And to make a play that he does not expect. I'm gonna discard my Sheoldred.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Ah, Tally. I'm going to take out his Tally. Blackcleave Cliffs, go for the throw. Do I want another land out so I can play it? I think that's pretty good. Go for the throw isn't really doing much. Does he have Wandering Emperor though? This is gonna run right into the Emperor. But I think he would have played the Emperor when I play Memory Deluge, right? Yeah, no Emperor. He might make another Might and try to attack Liliana. I don't think that's wise, because then he will lose his Might to 1+ on Liliana. He has 7, he has Atraxa, and Atraxa goes away. That's why you gotta hold that counterspell. Alright, time to make him discard his last card.
Drop it.
Topiary Stomper. Okay, so I don't think I want the Otawara as much as I want Takenuma now. And it's going for 1 attack. Do I go in for both attack? It's a race, right? And if he attacks me or Liliana... No, it's a race. He'll die in a few turns. he top decks Atraxa here, that would be scary. And very expected of a lot of our opponents.
Ugh, I really don't have time for
Stomper, that's good. I mean, not good, but acceptable. Stomper can block now because he has 7 lands. So we will flashback our Deluge. That's pretty good. Do we want 2 counter spells? How much lands does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our Make Disappear can basically counter anything we want. Let's go to Sheoldred and really put the damage on now. Sheoldred does that all on her own. Okay, opponent's roping for the Murex. I don't know why. And they quit, because we won. Technically, if they top deck Atraxa there, we're going to counter it. And then if he top deck another Atraxa, that would be our problem. But I don't know. I don't think he can live that long. So, we got through. Grixis beats Atraxa. That's something. If your timer fuse run down and you don't have any time extension, I know I say explosion, it's because you will explode. We're playing against Chris 465. That's a lot of numbers there, Chris. Alright, opponent goes first. That's not what I like. But at the very least, we got a removal into a Corpse Appraiser. So I'm going to keep this hand. We only have 3 drops, and it looks to be wide. Uh-oh. Alright, this is not looking to be fun here. Why did I play that first? Oh, what's wrong with me? Also, I can't actually play the removal. So, lots of things going wrong here for what I had in mind. Yeah, we're just gonna die. This has been fun. I should not have kept that hand. I did not notice I don't have 2 red. And they, of course, Thalia taxed us. And now we have 2 red. We can play a Corpse Appraiser as a blocker. I guess we will. Yeah, can't even activate its ability. We got a blocker going. What do they have? A Brutal Cathar. Alright, interesting. We don't die this turn, which makes it a lot better for us next turn. And, yeah. That's why this is in the deck. All dead. And then, of course, the Appraiser will exile Mr. Valiant Veteran here. And we'll go for the throw. Look at that, we also have removal now. Huh. How the turns have tabled. Ooh, an Adeline. Very scary. Very scary indeed. So what should we do? Should we kill the Adeline by Hero's Downfall? I think I would use Hero's Downfall on Adeline. I don't think I want to use Go for the Throw because I will have a 3+2 play next turn, right? So, yeah. I don't think he has artifact creature, so, yeah. Get rid of that. Gonna do it on my turn too, so that no protection shenanigans happen. I don't think that deck has haste, so that's why I attacked. Thalia, alright, he's trying to tax us. Recruitment Officer. The tax is annoying. Alright, he has 3 mana. What can he do with 3 mana that I should be wary of? I'm going to play a land for sure. Now, I could go for the throw, the Thalia. I don't want to do that. So, he could have a Brutal Cathar, or he can have a Pump, but he can't have both. Right? A Brutal Cathar can only take out 1 creature, so my Sheoldred should help a little bit. I don't think he can get +2 on a creature and kill my Sheoldred. Valiant Veteran? Yes. Okay, go all in. That's all I want you to do. Because here's where the explosion happens, I think. Take that, soldiers. I didn't even get my specifically kill human card, and still won. Looks like Brotherhood's end ended their Brotherhood. I don't know what I'm saying, but I won. That's all that matters, right? So that's another game under our belt. Pretty nice for Grixis. But, you know, Grixis was designed to fight these kind of aggro decks anyway, so I'm not going to say that they were teched against us, but they had a pretty good curve. And they went first, so we had to kind of claw back from a disadvantaged spot. And that's what I like about Grixis sometimes, that it has those kind of plays. Now, opponent goes first. We have make this appear into 2 Memory Deluge. Do I keep this hand? We don't have any removal. If our opponent's slow, right? Let's look at this little Johnny icon usually means that they're enchantment. And if they're enchantment, this is a bad hand to keep. So I'm gonna have to mulligan this hand. And if I mulligan this hand, I'm gonna get a worse hand. So let's do it. Let's check the Arena Shuffler. Oh yeah, this is way worse. I only have 2 lands now. Put back the Coil Serpent for sure, because I'm not gonna be able to play it. I think, yeah, they put it on the bottom. See, enchantment. I'm gonna play this tap land here because I don't have any plays. Spirit of Companion. It's gonna start growing. No Kami for our Corpse Appraiser to get rid of, unfortunately. Let's play the Blackcleave Cliffs here. And we have go for the throw for whatever they play next. Not too scary on board yet, but the Calyx is what's gonna kill us. Wedding announcement. Alright, well, we're gonna have to kill the visitor. No, that might be, you know, a justification for killing the visitor first, but I didn't know what he was gonna play. So now, another Blackcleave Cliff. So that's punished for playing the Stormcarved Coast first. I didn't know I was gonna only draw these fast lands. So now I'm gonna Corpse Appraise the visitor. Give me a card. These are all bad cards, huh? Well, I'm not gonna make the counterspell live ever, so maybe it's just Memory Deluge. But I already have one in my hand, so I'm gonna take the counterspell. I already have lands too, so Memory Deluge also going to the graveyard so that we might be able to use it eventually again. Weaver. Another companion. Do we block here? Oh, that board's going very wide, huh? No. Let's hold off for now. Ooh, punished for not blocking. So this land is a tap land, right? And I want to play this turn because I can't do anything with it. What I want to do is Parasitic Grasp this guy. It's not even a... Oh, this is a human. But I do want to Parasitic Grasp the Weaver. So I'm going to play the Cliff. No attack and turn. And depending on what he plays, I might hold off on killing the Weaver until he attacks. Try to catch something off guard, but he'll probably play something. A Kami. Okay. I might have to change every single one of my plans. Restoration of a Gonjo. Very annoying. Does he want to attack with the dog? He does not. I'll take the 3. I'm not going to block this. But I will kill the Kami. Right? No enchantment hits the graveyard this turn. So the Kami goes away. And our Corpse Appraiser can take it out before he gets to return it. Get out of here, you. Alright, go for the throw is pretty good. I'm going to need that for this wide board that we're seeing. No attacks and turn. We have make this appear open. Let's see what he actually has. Maybe it's ossification or something scary. Against enchantments, we really can't do much because this deck does not have white, right? White mana is what's needed for another Kami. Jeez, okay, that's really bad. We can't really stop Kami that easily. Another Spirited Companion. Alright, well, Kami's gonna grow. Does he want to draw another card? He doesn't. Second Weaver. Okay, he doesn't draw another card with the second Weaver. He does pump his whole board. He doesn't attack with the Weavers here. He attacked with the dog. So we'll pass the block, and then we'll block the 2/2s so that our creatures survive. And then we'll kill one of the Weaver so that the damage is lower. Let's kill the one that's doesn't have haste. Not great. Not great at all. But we're still alive here. And will we still be alive next turn? That's the question, right? It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to be dead. Let's see. We can kill the Kami this turn, or we can kill the Weaver. We can't kill both. And if we kill the Kami, we can block 6 or 7 damage. We'd still take 6, and we still die. If we kill the Weaver and block the Kami, we will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, no way out of this. Alright, GG. Against enchantments? Yeah, no chance at all, because we didn't draw any of the sweeps too. Our opponent has 3 dogs. We didn't have any we didn't have any Brotherhoods, and we didn't have any burn down a house. Those would have helped. That would have clinched us the game. But unfortunately, against enchantments, the deck that I hate the most, that does not seem like Grixis is good enough. So let's look at the whole deck list again. I do think this deck merits a little bit of talking about, since it's no longer what it did before, and that's mainly because it's lost Invoke Despair, right? The Fable the Mirrorbreaker is great because it's always a 2-for-1, sometimes even a 3-for-1, and with Fable, it's an amazing card. Without it, we are slowed down a lot. But it's not the only thing that made this deck impossible to pilot. It is the fact that we don't have enchantment removal. Burn Down the House is great. It's not the best replacement, but it can serve that purpose in some cases. But it definitely does not have card advantage, and that's the problem, right? The Invoke is that when it's not going against enchantments or creatures or planeswalkers, it has the card advantage side of that to the other end, where now we have to put in Memory Deluge for card advantage and Burn Down the House for removal, and that just doesn't really work as 2 separate cards, because you saw how Memory Deluge, we drew a lot of them and got stuck in our hand because we didn't need card advantage for that game, we needed removal. And the games where we drop Burn Down the House, it could be that we needed card advantage instead, and Burn Down the House isn't card advantage. Now, of course, the games that we drew Brotherhood's End, we needed that board wipe, so that's what clinched us the games, but that became very draw the dependent rather than the deck being good in synergy. So that is a problem with Grixis. I don't know if now Grixis can be viable in tier 1 or even tier 2 meta. It could give you maybe 50% win rate, which isn't that great, right? And what I recommend is wait for the Eldraine sets, because, if you like Grixis, maybe they'll release something good in that set. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.